At that time, declares the Lord, I will be the God of all the families of Israel, and they will be my people. The Lord proclaims, a people who survived the sword found grace in the wilderness, as Israel searched for a place to rest. The Lord appeared to them from a distance. I have loved you with a love that lasts forever. And so, with unfailing love, I have drawn you to myself. Again, I will build you up, and you will be rebuilt, virgin Israel. Again, you will play your tambourines and dance with joy. Again, you will plant vineyards on the hills of Samaria. Farmers will plant and then enjoy the harvests. The time will come when the watchmen shout from the islands of Ephraim, get ready, we're going up to Zion, to the Lord our God.
Let us pray together. May the words of my mouth and the meditations of our hearts be acceptable in your sight, O Lord, our strength and our Redeemer. Amen. Justice does indeed roll down in a stream of love that cannot be stopped. This morning we've read the story of that first Easter, when the women went to the tomb and Jesus' body was not in it. Death was defeated and wasn't going to have the last word. The women at the tomb, and then all of us through the ages, discovered that Christ is alive and ever present with us. That love is reborn, bringing new life in fresh ways. And we've also just heard that passage from Jeremiah with the promise that God's unfailing love will draw us up, build us up, and fill us up with joy as we march onward to the city of love and light, to the New Jerusalem. 6.5 weeks ago on Ash Wednesday, we began creating this waterfall. Looked like this. Yeah, the strips of cloth that you tied on represented your willingness to come on this Lenten journey. Didn't look very much at the time. We sang each week, Let Justice Roll Down, as we wrote on the cloth strips, recognizing the justice that's already flowing and the justice that we wanted to see flowing. And each week, the waterfall got longer and longer, until today, when it touches the floor, representing that justice indeed can roll down. Sometimes we have to walk in faith when things are hard to see, when it looks incomplete. Martin Luther King said the arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends towards justice. We've walked through Holy Week, traveling as companions together with Jesus and the disciples in the midst of anguish, persecution and death. We've imagined what it was like to be there. And now we see that the tomb is empty and we can celebrate that love conquers death, that love wins. Justice does indeed roll down in a stream of love that cannot be stopped. Well, beginning next Sunday until Pentecost, our sermon series will be about resurrection stories. Stories of new life that sprung up and flowed out of dark or dry places. Some will be biblical stories, some the stories of saints through the ages, and some will be our personal stories. Death can take many different forms. Yes, it can be a physical death. But there are many other ways that drain us of life and steal away our peace. Destruction, prejudice, violence and oppression, to name a few, all leave us lifeless. In our United Methodist Social Principles as a denomination, we list and examine many injustices that can occur, and where we as Christians can stand for more life-affirming ways. We talk about the natural world and earth justice, the nurturing community and respect for all people from every race and culture and gender and in all stages of life. The social community and rights for all people. The economic community and policies that benefit all people. The political community and programs that are just. And the world community and a peaceful and secure existence. We have a lot to say as United Methodists. As United Methodists, we live out our faith, proclaiming that Christ is risen, that justice rolls down and that love wins, and that we can see in the distance the new Jerusalem. You are a community that reaches out to embrace others. And it's great to have visitors with us this morning. I'm thrilled that we welcome those 6 new members here today who want to become your travelling companions as we all live out our faith together. There's some wonderful things happening here. As a community, you declared this church nearly 3 years ago to be a reconciling church, welcoming all into your midst. At that time, you already had some lesbian couples in your midst, but I've watched you in the 2 years that I have been here welcome and encourage others that are elsewhere on the spectrum. Lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer questioning. So that this is truly a place where it's okay to be who you are. And you've welcomed the homeless. And you've served breakfast in Auburn and cooked at Hospitality House in Grass Valley. Over the last year, we've had 2 families in our congregation who've taken in a homeless person for a time and provided a roof over their heads. And some of you work up at the Interfaith Food Ministry, giving out food for the hungry. And some of you advocate and march for those who need a voice. For others, this is a safe place to come when life is not so good. I'm glad that our church office is open most mornings, and it's a place where some of you just drop by when something tough has happened. And whoever's here, Kathy or I or both of us, sometimes others of you here too, get a chance to pray with you, to cry with you, and to encourage you. That's all part of living life as Easter people in a church community. As United Methodists, we're also connected with all the other United Methodist churches. We are a connectional church, and together we can do so much more than we can alone. UMCOR is the United Methodist Relief Organisation, United Methodist Committee on Relief, that we all contribute to and is so well known around the world. Their work reaches people in more than 80 countries, including the United States, and they provide humanitarian relief when war, conflict or natural disaster disrupt life to such an extent that communities cannot recover on their own. UMCOR doesn't go in unless it's invited by another group, and they partner with people on the ground. They're not always the first group to a disaster, but they are almost always the last group to leave. Celebrated their 75 years in 2015. They have a 4-star rating from the Charity Navigator. And together we send out United Methodist volunteers in mission teams, often to the UMCOR sites and to other sites as well. Our caravanners, groups of people in their RVs, also go out and work on houses and other sites and churches. In fact, there's a time in June when I think we're trying to get a few more people to join you. So talk to Chris Boykin if you're interested in going with the caravans. Our global health initiative that the United Methodist Church has, because where we recognise that poverty and health are intertwined. We've been a key player in fighting diseases such as malaria and AIDS. We've raised almost $75 million as a United Methodist Church to provide education, infrastructure, community communication and prevention measures to defeat malaria in Africa. We partnered with the United Nations, and in that time when we were working there, the death rate dropped by half, together with all the rest of our partners. We have a new initiative, Abundant Health, a campaign by the denomination to reach 1 million children with life-saving interventions by 2020, to ensure safe births, promote breastfeeding and good nutrition, prevent the treat childhood illnesses, and to promote children's health and wellness. And 3 decades ago, when the African bishops of the United Methodist Church surveyed the social, economic and political needs in their countries, they called the church to invest in higher education in Africa. And the Methodist Church responded. Today we're still investing in Zimbabwe's first private university for young men and women from all over Africa, as these promising leaders are equipped to transform their society. It is in walking together, talking together, and dreaming together that we are all saved from the things of death, are made heirs to life as we create a better, safer, and more hospitable world. May the waters of justice flow and roll through us all. Thanks be to God.